Welcome to the Hedera Coffee Break with Yamgo, the show where I bring you the latest news and insights from the world of Hedera. My name is Pat, as always, and I'm part of the team developing Yamgo, the ultra-secure wallet on Hedera Hashgraph. In today's episode, I'll be covering a few different things that happened over the last time in Hedera ecosystem, like Sentx, NFT marketplace getting momentum in volume sales over the Zuse market. I'm also going to talk about Hedera hitting 10,000 transactions per second, over 10,000 transactions per second, and also we're going to talk a little bit about exchanges, the listing tokens, and other things they're doing because of the CC and getting hands on crypto market. So yeah, let's grab your favorite cup of coffee and let's dive in. Sentx creates more daily volume in NFT sales over Zuse market. So what's going on, guys? I think this is pretty huge and something that we should keep an eye on, because that's the first time ever Sentx created more volume in sales over Zuse market. And we all know Zuse, it's our leading marketplace for NFTs. Since I know everything worked great, seamless experience, everyone had no issues with this marketplace until recent times. To be honest with you guys, I started noticing more tweets on Twitter saying about the poor customer service. I'm just gonna show you that one in a second. Complaining about like being responsive, responding to tickets, and people I think started exploring other options. But as you can see right now on the screen, so what happened? On the 10th of June and then on 11th of June, we can see that Sentx created more volume over Zuse market in a daily sales of NFTs. So yeah, it's not a huge difference to be honest with you, but that happened for the first time. So what's going on? Why Sentx is getting the momentum? Why Zuse market is losing a first place? So yeah, as we can go even down further, we can see the last 7 days in the numbers. So the last 7 days in HBAR volume, we can still see that Zuse market is creating twice as much, right? But if we look on the actual numbers of NFTs sold by Sentx, we can see that Zuse market is not keeping up with Sentx in terms of amount of NFTs sold on the marketplace. So there is something really interesting to keep an eye on and how it's gonna play out, because I think there's gonna be right now kind of healthy battle between both of them to become the best, the leading one marketplace on Hedera. And as you can see right now, there are people complaining about Zuse market, saying that the first marketplace on Hedera is coming to an end, and I think Sentx.io are the new number one, and that was by Michael Bunny. So also that we can see big eyes from Max Walker. He is really interested in what's going to happen, I guess. And yeah, people talking about switching to Sentx, or delisting everything from Zuse and going to Sentx. So there is definitely some movement happening, and I'm just wondering how it's gonna end up for both of them. I think there is some uncertainty as well in Zuse market. Giving adding new members to the team, and we don't know who they are. Hopefully we're gonna be able to see them on some spaces and just listen a bit for what they have to say. And Sentx is, I think people just started noticing how much effort they put in to create this the best marketplace on Hedera. And even though the recent update they done, that where you can buy multiple NFTs from multiple buyers in just one single transaction, it's absolutely amazing what they do. They put in a lot of effort, and I'm just thinking if Zuse market is gonna be able to keep up, well, and like I said, that's gonna be something we should keep an eye on. And yeah, I think it's gonna be interesting to see how it's gonna end up. Hedera peaking over 10,000 transactions per second, guys. This is something really exciting, and I tell you this, it's not gonna stop there. We're just getting started. We just proved that we can hit 10,000 transactions, and it was advertised on every website, and we just proved it, right? So we picked over 10,000 transactions, and right now the goal would be to sustain that kind of speed of a like long amount of time, of course. So right now we're averaging around over the last month, around 900 transactions per second, which is already huge. It's almost double than what Solana is doing, and they are second. And it's amazing to see that the Hedera ecosystem is growing, and that actually proves the more use cases are coming alive. And I'm gonna put AdsDAX as well again here, just how fast things can change. Back in the days, at the beginnings of Hedera, when AdsDAX was the only live use case, we peaked at around 1400 TPS per second, and that was already a huge number. And right now, seeing a number like that, it actually makes us really excited, and we are really happy we could get that ball rolling. We could start to get that ball rolling. And yeah, what I would like to also add here is a few cents from Lemon Bird, and he talking about TPS and sharding as well, and the future of Hedera and the transactions. So yeah, let's listen to that one quickly.
We can do 10,000 transactions per second on the current network. We've throttled it down to that speed. When we start getting close to 10,000, we'll raise the speed further than that. And when we want to go to huge numbers, millions or billions or trillions, we will go to sharding. And we can do sharding. We're building these state proofs that let you do sharding really well. So we are fast, which then allows it to be cheap. And we are getting real traction of people doing huge numbers of transactions per second. And they're real transactions. These aren't transactions like when the nodes are talking to each other to reach consensus. They're not that. They're actual user transactions. And we have, a little bit under 1,000 right now, and it may go up over time. We've been doing this for months. And so, yes, we made a video when we crossed 10 billion. Now we've processed 11 billion. And it just keeps growing rapidly. We expect it to accelerate. I don't think
we accept it to accelerate, and it's not gonna stop here, guys. And this is something you should remember and just keep an eye on, and that's the reason Hedera is the leading DLT right now in terms of transactions. So yeah, more use cases are coming alive, and really exciting things are going on right now around Hedera, and exciting times are coming, guys. Let's be patient. Binance US holds dollar deposits, and Robinhood delists token after SEC crackdown, guys. So what happened? On June 9th, Binance US made a major announcement. It stated that it would suspend dollar deposits due to mounting regulations pressure. The move came after the US Securities Exchange Commission, SEC, sought to freeze Binance's asset and filed a lawsuit against the exchange. The SEC basically alleged that Binance had engaged in deceptive practices and manipulated trading volumes between some different companies owned by CZ. And we are talking here about billions of dollars, as I'm aware. The impact of the SEC actions ripped through the crypto market, affecting other platforms like Robinhood as well, for example. So Robinhood, a popular trading platform, announced that it would basically be delisting free cryptocurrency tokens that SEC identified as a security. And this decision by Robinhood reflects the increasing uncertainty and regulatory challenges that we have right now in our industry in the US. It's not looking that good, to be honest, guys. The SEC, under the chair of Gary Gensler, has been asserting its jurisdiction over cryptocurrency industry, and it argues that most tokens should be classified as securities and subject to this to the same disclosure rules as a traditional financial instruments. The Coinbase, for example, was affected by this as well. That I'm talking here about the recent lawsuit made by SEC also. Also mainly because the SEC identifies some of the tokens, cryptocurrencies as a securities. but Coinbase taking different approach, and they not gonna be delisting any tokens. I think they also want to file with them in court, probably to speed up the process of making this more regulatory environment. Because I think US right now is pretty scared, especially like people who operate exchanges and everyone over there. That is important, because Europe and Dubai, it's here like where we are, it's much easier with the law, and there are much simple laws around cryptocurrency, and there is more regulatory frameworks already applied, and it's much easier here to set up a crypto company, or just follow on the regulatory requirements, as I say. So really interesting as that's gonna play out for US. And as you can see, Coinbase has no plans to delist crypto tokens alleged to be securities by SEC. So yeah, would that gonna have bad effect on crypto? In short term, definitely. CEO stock price dropped like in 10-15%. Crypto tokens also dropped because people are withdrawing money. As we know, US is kind of big market, and people are scared because they don't know what to do right now with assets. And yeah, absolutely scary times right now. But I think in the short term is looking good, but we have to look long term on that one, and definitely there is a potential to improve, yeah, especially for the US. And once the regulations gonna come in and everything's gonna be loud and clear over there, I think the more smart money can come into the market, and definitely that's what we're looking for, especially around our industry and Hedera as well. So yeah, that will be all from me in today's episode. And as always, if you would like to leave any comment or ask me any questions, you can leave the comment down right now over there. And also, if you'd like to have more direct contact with our senior team or other members of Yamgo and Club Yamgo, join our Discord channel. You can find more information over there. And yeah, thank you so much for joining in today's episode, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.